Today, we talk about anime cliches.
Hey guys!
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Welcome back to Weekday 1-Up, episode 2 of season 3.
Yeah, today is going to be a little bit more regular than yesterday.
Yeah, we're back to our normal way of doing
normal,
things.
as you may have noticed, we're in a different area.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the area now. We can actually introduce the season a little bit better now. So you may have seen our new opening.
Okay, first things first. We know we got a lot of complaints from you guys about the last opening.
About it being too long.
Too long, and it was only 30 seconds long.
So we went and made it longer.
But the reason we didn't shorten it, it was longer than it was. We shortened it because...
Keep talking, I'll be back.
We shortened it because it was just too long, and there was too much in there. And so we worked really hard on it, though. So you're going to have to deal with this.
And the idea of the opening, just so you guys know what it is, the goal was to go for a...
Anime opening cliches.
Yeah, it's all anime opening tropes that happen in every opening. We tried to make our own anime opening for Weekday 1-Up. Whether it worked or not, I don't know, but we're proud of it. We put a lot of work into it, so if you don't like it, just... If you don't like it, just skip it every time. I really am not going to be offended.
No.
Because it'll change next season. We change it every season, but... Yeah, we like it.
So, with that...
Also, guys, I kind of had an idea. I don't know how you feel about this. I know we wanted to put that other poster I got here, but I feel like they could go over there pretty easily, too. So I'm starting to think...
How would we do that? Because they're long.
Well, I'm starting to think maybe we should have, a poll. We should bring in a bunch of different stuff that could go here and have people vote on what should go there.
Oh, so a whole episode?
Yeah.
And just be like, this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a Saturday episode for an extra, or maybe next week.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Alright, guys. Let's get into the actual episode.
Alright, today,
first of all, you need to know that for season 3, we have cleaned things up a little bit. We're actually doing research. We never did research before. We just kind of thought of things. So some episodes, there is actually the possibility of remaking episodes, but doing them with research. We don't have any in mind, but I'm saying it's not impossible. So now, the way we're going to do it is each one of us researches a topic and we present to the other one. So today Dakota's presenting to me.
So, today is anime cliches.
All right, let's hear them. I know there's a lot of them. Annoying cliches.
The annoying cliches.
All right.
Okay, first one on the list. Okay, so this is going to get a little PG-13.
Okay.
Just for our younger viewers. But first one is the fear of sex of a male protagonist.
Oh my god, this is so true.
Oh my lord, you can't get a male protagonist with any female character. It's especially there in harems, but I'll get to that.
Oh yeah,
I'll get to that later.
Dude, High School of the Dead.
Oh yeah.
What the heck?
And in it, it's just. You can't, all the girl has to do is look at a guy with, those longing eyes, and he'll, be like...
I mean, when I was in high school...
I mean, I don't know about you.
I was a bit of a little of a wimpy kid. If some, really attractive girl that was I'd have been like, what the F do I do?
Me, I would have just been, awkward. I'm not saying I would have been like, hey, baby. But, no, I wouldn't have been like, out of there. I would have been like, say we lock eyes. Huh?
You don't understand, guys.
That was an inside
joke.
No. She looks at me and I look, and I'm like,
what do I do?
There was one time.
I pull out my phone, pretend I'm texting.
There was this one time in high school, I was a freshman. This girl came up to me, and I didn't like this girl at all. I found her very annoying and mean. And it was in my drama class, and she came up to me, and her and all the friends were like, Dakota, this girl has a crush on you, and she like put her arm around me, and I was
oh god,
we were in the backstage of the theater. I was up on some kind of step, and I started backing up into the curtain, and I fell off.
Are
of
you
the step.
serious?
Yeah, because I was like, oh really?
And she was probably like, he's so cute.
Yeah,
bro, who?
Oh, you don't know her.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember her name.
Oh, okay.
But I remember not liking her.
Let's move on.
So, number 2. These are in no order. Boob fall.
Boob fall?
When a character is running down a street or a hallway or something, and he trips onto a girl, and her face lands right in her breasts.
That does happen a lot.
Happens so much, and then not only does that happen, but you get one of two reactions. One, you'll get the girl who like has no idea what just happened. Okay, 3 reactions. Has no idea what just happened. She's like, oh my god, there's a person on me.
The
2,
normal reaction.
The normal reaction, which is like, get off of me, you perv. Or 3, it's the one like, oh hey, how are you? There's never ever one that's just like, oh, it's an accident, it's okay.
No, I think you missed a reaction. Or maybe it's your third one, you just didn't explain it all the way. Where she's like, oh no, and it's like blushing and like, because they actually like the character, and it's like, oh.
Yep, I forgot, so there's the 4th reaction.
Alright, what else?
Cindereys!
Cindereys?
Yes.
In general?
In general, but there's actually a 2-parter to this one on another list that I found. Cindereys, or this is the kind that I don't like, over abusive females.
Okay.
So Cindereys are okay, to an extent, but when they're the kind of Cinderella that is just an over abusive bad word.
With the amount of words that came out of your mouth on yesterday's episode.
I'm trying to keep this season cleaner. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yesterday was an exception because I was in a lot of pain.
Okay.
So I just cannot stand that. It's like, why do someone have to be that mean all the time? Mm-hmm. A lot of these have been geared towards women. We'll get to that. Actually, a lot of these are geared towards women.
Well, I mean, maybe that's a bad cliche that we need to stop, is making women really annoying in anime.
I agree. So I'll move on from Cindereys because I know a lot of people like Cindereys. I personally don't. Child soldiers. Now let me explain. In the thing that I said, it was like, very rarely in an anime do you see a protagonist over the age of 22.
Oh, yeah. So you're just talking about, like... Well, I think the reason this happens is because a lot of the most popular anime is shoujo and shonen, which is for a younger audience. As soon as you get into seinen and the older stuff, they're older.
But yeah, it happens a lot. Like it's like, should the army full of 30-year-olds handle this? Nah, send the 14-year-olds.
Nah, send Ed.
Yeah, send Ed out there. He's 15. He's a man.
He's got it. He's full of metal.
Hot springs / being naked.
Episode 6 of most every anime. The beach episode.
Mm-hmm. Or the beach episode. I should have written that down.
It's pretty much the same thing.
But it's really, all it is just an excuse for one of the perverted main characters to go and spy on the women and see them naked in the anime. Gurren Lagann, it happens in that one anime.
Naruto. It happens in One Piece.
Heaven's Lost Property. It happens a couple times.
So much stuff, guys. Like, even is in another. This huge, crazy horror anime has a beach episode.
Okay, running in openings.
Yeah. Now, we actually have experience with this.
Yeah.
Our new opening, because it's so prevalent in anime openings, we tried to run and have it in our opening, and we had it in a version of it, but we cut it out because it's so cringy.
Yeah. I think it was because of the way you kept telling us to run.
No, dude, somebody shared on my wall the other day, and it was like every anime opening ever, and it was real people running to anime music, and all of them look cringy.
Okay.
No matter how you do it. I think, actually, the only one that looked good, and maybe we should have tried this, actually, I think I would need the glide cam first. If someone had it out on like a glide cam in front of them running to where the camera's moving perfectly with them, that's the only one that looked good.
That's probably what we'll have to do in the future, if we do that in the future.
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying we are.
Guys, just look it up. Look up running in anime openings. It's all you're ever going to see. It's so much. So much.
Okay. Intentional groping. And that is, if you're a businessman of some kind, you're automatically a pervert who's going to go up and start groping on a girl.
I don't know if I know this one, though.
I didn't read too much into that one because it's not as prevalent, but I wrote it down because it does happen.
Okay, well, what's next?
Next one is harems.
Just in general?
Just in general.
I mean, that's a genre.
It's a genre, but it's more or less the harems. Very rarely do you see the dude in the harem get with one specific chick. It's always the only harem that I can think of that did that was Shuffle, where there's all these girls throwing themselves at this dude, and then at the end he finally gets with one of the girls.
I guess harems are just, I mean...
I don't mind harems.
I don't mind them, but I don't care if they disappear either.
Yeah,
if I never saw another harem, I wouldn't miss it.
I like the ones that I have watched, but I don't go out of my way to watch them.
Yeah, it's not like honestly, this is a topic for Nakamicast where I feel like the mech genre is dying, and I don't want that to happen. That will make me very sad. But if that would make me sad. But if the harem genre died, I would live.
I agree. That was on the list that I saw. I read you robots for the sake of giant robots for the sake of giant robots. That's called a mech.
I like mechs, so chill out.
Yes.
What else you got?
Anyway, we got a lot more. So we got hungry characters. Characters, usually the main protagonist, who is always hungry no matter what, and they can't do anything unless they've eaten.
I really like this cliche though.
I like it, but at the same time, I'm glad Bleach doesn't do it.
Bleach doesn't do it. Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball.
Yu Yu Hakusho didn't do it.
Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't do it.
Fairy Tail did it. I'm sure Maggie does it.
Aladdin does kind of eat a lot.
All right. Next one, we got dead or missing parents. Think about this. There's always there's always one parent dead. It's like a Disney movie. Mm-hmm. There's always one parent dead or
missing. Or they're going to find them later.
Yeah. There's never both parents.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Fullmetal Alchemist. They're both... Well, no, never mind. Spoilers. Nose bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of goes back to the fear of sex thing. Any time a male character or female...
nose bleeding is hilarious.
It's funny, but it's there a lot.
It is.
And it's never happened to me.
Oh, that does not really happen. I swear that doesn't really happen. Where you see somebody so hot that you're just like...
It has to stem from something.
Yeah. Maybe it's something in Japan. I don't know. We just don't have it here.
Oversized boobs.
This has become more prevalent. Oh, my computer made a noise. This has become more prevalent. Here's my example. Look at One Piece. Mm-hmm. Episode 1, Nami is not,
she's not that gifted. I mean,
right before the time skip, which is literally only I can't remember how much it is. It's not even a year later. All those first 600 episodes or whatever. She's like, what happened?
Yeah.
That does not just happen. Why? I mean, I think it's just fan service in general.
Nami's not... It's a good example, but that's not the one that bothers me. It's the one where they're, literally half the size of their body.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that Nami bothers me. I'm just saying that's an example of how, the industry has changed. Mm. To where they always include this now.
I watched this show called Tri-Ajax, which is an ecchi.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're huge. They're impossibly
huge.
They're impossibly huge. I would be overwhelmed.
I remember I was watching anime once, and my dad came by and was looking at it, and he was like, I'll tell you one thing about these animes. Those girls got some big boobs. And I was like, all right, Dad, I'm just trying to watch my show. That was years ago, though.
All right, schoolgirl underwear.
Yeah.
Japan, I almost said Japan. Japan has a very big obsession with panties.
Just typical panties.
Doesn't matter.
Everyday panties.
Not thongs, just panties. And they're cute panties.
Yeah.
That's all I really got to say about that one.
Actually, just I don't know if this is written down, but just going off of it, kind of lollies in general.
Yeah.
They put so much lolly and moe in anime nowadays. Actually, I think we're getting out of that.
Thank God.
I think we're leaving that, but that was a cliche for a while there. Mm-hmm. I think 2013, 2012 was when that was big.
All right. Got 2 more. Oh, 3 more, sorry. Jiggle physics.
Yeah. Where a girl will just kind of move and it's like...
And that's prevalent in anime and video games where they turn and it's just...
And it's this doesn't happen.
Good example, High School of the Dead.
Yeah.
Boobs do not...
bullet?
Boobs do not work like that. Guys, I'm sorry.
If you think they do, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, boobs just... They aren't Jell-O. They're made up of fat and tissue.
I mean, yes, there is some natural jiggle, but it's nothing like that.
It's not a bowl of Jello. It's fat and tissue. So 2 more. Too many characters. Where a show will bleach. A show will just be like, here's 15 characters in this long story that you really are only going to see 2 or 3 times.
You know, another one that's kind of big. I don't really mind it, but a lot of exposition in the first episode.
Yes.
Where an anime will start, and instead of just showing you stuff, they'll just explain for like 15 minutes, like all this backstory.
But that's because we're Americans and we hate exposition.
Yeah.
And the final cliche, everyone is hot. You can't be an anime character if you're ugly.
Yeah. I actually saw a post yesterday, and it was in a classroom, and the dude in the back seat had like this crazy hair going on and stuff, and then it said, "This is the easiest game of guess the main character I've ever seen." And then someone in the comments, they wrote, "This has got to be a card game anime because they only have hair like that in card game anime."
Yeah.
But sorry, that kind of went off the top.
That's funny, but yeah, you can't be like think of how many ugly characters are. Let's think.
Hirano,
Kuwabara. That's about it.
Kuwabara.
Sanji. Or not Sanji. Not Sanji. I meant Chop. Who is the guy, the long-nosed one? Usopp.
It barely ever happens. Just looking around this room. Hot. A kid, but will probably be hot when he's older. Almost all of them look good.
Hot. Well, she's a child.
Yeah, I mean, the ones that are kids, we're assuming they're going to be hot when they grow up.
Hot. Really hot.
Freaking gorgeous, attractive.
Can we just admit that Link is the hottest anime character?
And that's all your cliches?
Yeah, that's all my cliches.
Okay, guys, what do you think about the cliches that we named? Did we miss any that really annoy you? Let us know in the comments below. Also, I lost all my questions because my phone died. So we need more questions.
And by died, it doesn't mean it ran out of battery. It literally went. It doesn't work anymore.
It just no longer works. I had to buy a new one, and I was phoneless for days.
It was the worst 5 days of his life.
Yeah, I almost died. Anyway, we need more questions, so you leave them in the comments below. If you asked a question that never got answered, feel free to re-ask it, and I'll put it back in my list of questions. And why is our time blinking?
It's still recording.
Okay, let's wrap it up then.
Right.
Also, we need more topics for the show, so leave topics, and you can follow us right here. This is our Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Your Snapchat's different. What is it?
My Snapchat is Jimmy D. Richards.
And you can also, when you share this, hashtag WD1UP. WD, is that it?
Hashtag WD1UP.
I haven't said it in so long. And yeah, it stopped flashing. I have no idea why it was flashing. It's still recording.
That's weird.
That's really strange. We tried to rush it because I thought it was going to stop.
Welcome back, guys. Season 3 is still going.
Yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Stay nerdy!
Hey! Whoosh! Man, you get to dive now.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to come back next time for the next video.
And as always, stay nerdy.
Yeah, we did it!
Nice, dude.